What if the device your child uses every single day is quietly rewiring their developing brain in ways that cannot be undone? That question is no longer hypothetical. Scientists are now looking at actual MRI scan data, and what they are finding should stop every parent cold. Stay with me here, because this is not another screen time lecture. This is something far more serious, and by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what is happening inside your child's brain and what you can do about it starting tonight. Let me give you the big picture first. Researchers studying children's brain development have been using MRI technology to look beneath the surface, beyond behavior and mood and academic performance, straight into the physical structure of the brain itself. What they found was not subtle. Children who spend significant hours on phone screens are showing measurable differences in their brain architecture compared to children who use screens far less. We are talking about actual physical changes. The cortex, which is the outer layer of the brain responsible for critical thinking, attention, and decision-making, appears thinner in children with heavy screen exposure. Thinner cortex tissue is associated with lower cognitive performance. This is not a theory. These are images from brain scans showing real structural differences in real children. Now, here is where this gets even more alarming for parents. Brain development in children is not finished. It is an ongoing process that continues all the way into the mid-20s. The years between birth and about age 12 are particularly sensitive. During this window, the brain is actively building neural pathways, forming connections, and essentially laying the foundation for every cognitive skill your child will use for the rest of their life. This is precisely when excessive screen exposure is doing its damage. Think about what phones are actually delivering to your child's brain. Rapid visual stimulation, constant dopamine hits from notifications, videos, and social rewards, infinite scrolling designed by engineers whose literal job is to make the app impossible to put down. Your child's developing brain is not equipped to handle that kind of engineered stimulation. It was built for natural environments with natural rhythms. What screen technology delivers is something fundamentally different, and the brain responds by adapting, sometimes in ways we did not want. Sleep is another enormous part of this story. The blue light emitted from phone screens suppresses melatonin production, which is the hormone that tells your brain it is time to sleep. Children who use phones before bed are getting less deep sleep, and deep sleep is when the brain consolidates memory, clears metabolic waste, and essentially performs its nightly maintenance. Disrupt that process repeatedly over months and years, and you are compounding the damage significantly. There is also a social dimension that parents often overlook. Human children are wired to learn social and emotional skills through face-to-face interaction, eye contact, reading facial expressions, understanding tone and body language. These are skills that develop through practice with real people. When a child replaces that time with screen time, those social neural pathways get less activation. Researchers have linked heavy screen use to increased anxiety, reduced empathy, and greater difficulty managing emotions. So, what can parents actually do right now? First, enforce screen-free time at meals and at least 1 hour before bed. That single change addresses the sleep disruption problem immediately. Second, make physical space for phone-free zones in your home. The bedroom should be one of them. Overnight charging should happen outside the child's room, full stop. Third, and this is the one most parents skip, replace screen time with something active. Not just take the phone away. Children need unstructured outdoor play, creative activities, and genuine social interaction with other kids. Those experiences are not just fun, they are neurologically necessary. They are what builds the brain architecture that phone time is eroding. Fourth, have an honest age-appropriate conversation with your child about what researchers are finding. Children are not helpless. When they understand the real stakes, they can become partners in protecting their own brain health rather than adversaries in a daily battle over devices. Now, I want to be clear about something. This is not about demonizing technology forever. Phones and screens are part of the world your child is growing up in, and they will need digital skills. The issue is dosage, timing, and displacement. When screens are displacing sleep, play, social connection, and physical activity in a developing child's life, that is when the damage accumulates. The MRI research is a warning, and warnings only help if people hear them and act. You just heard it. The next move belongs to you. Share this video with every parent you know because this is exactly the kind of information that gets buried while kids keep scrolling. And subscribe because we are going to keep bringing you the research that actually matters for your family. I've linked a resource in the description that I think you'll find really helpful. Subscribe to our channel so we can help you and your child grow together.